What is up YouTube, this is CJ Games here for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video on the channel guys. And if you like this video guys, make sure to drop a like on it and to subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos and much more. Today guys, as you can see, we are doing a fire deck. We're starting off the deck with the Sacred Phoenix. For this card, if it's sent to the graveyard, it's got a special effect that it can be placed back out to the field, special summoned out to the field, and you can destroy all spell and traps that your opponent has set on the field, including all your spell and traps. So kind of watch what spells and traps you place out on the field using this card. They're also playing two Heavy Knights of the Flames. This is just a kind of a fire monster with a high attack that I thought would be fun to put into it, but also got good ability for special summon monsters. So it's good against Glad Beast deck. It's also good against if you had a Silent Magician deck, something like that. We're also playing 3 Fire King, Avatar, Yakuza. This is good because this helps you get your Phoenix into the grave and back out into the field. It's also just a really good powerful card as well. So you definitely need 3 of these in the deck guys if you're playing it. This is the must have card in the deck. Then we're also playing Hand of Nephthys. We're playing 2 of these. It just kind of helps you special summon out your Sacred Phoenix. When I was playing with the deck, it didn't really happen as much, so you could easily swap this out for any other fire type card or any other like kind of monster card. I thought it might be interesting to put it in. I thought it might be fun, but it wasn't really doing the job that I wanted to do. I was playing 2 Tribute of the Dooms just to kind of get our Phoenix into grave and also to destroy monsters, or if you had an extra card in hand, just destroy a monster off your opponent. I also played 2 Enemy Controller for a bit of board control. 3 Fire King Island. This just gets your Fire Kings into the graveyard and kind of mess around with the cards. They also can special summon your Sacred Phoenix with the card, so it's just a really handy card. So like, it just helps you out big time. We're also playing 2 Card of the Souls. So what this helps you do is if you get to the start of the duel, you're able to search for your Sacred Phoenix to get it into the hand. So I'm playing 2 of these because sometimes you do not have don't have it in hand. I'm playing dual standby. So I was thinking about changing that to a restart or something like that, just to make sure you get the Phoenix into hand. But dual standby has worked out pretty well in most of the duels that I've had. So I would kind of flick between the 2 of them. Both of them are pretty good. But it also helps out when you have Tribute of the Doom. If you have this in your hand and you already have it, Sacred Phoenix, it's good just to pop one of your opponent's monsters. They're also playing 2 Wall Disruptions and then 1 Draining Shield. And I will show you some of the duels that we had earlier here using this deck. So the first one against a Weevil. So we all know Weevil kind of decks are standard kind of Weevil burn, that kind of thing. So they got a lot of background stuff. So this kind of deck really does mess those decks up super bad. So it is pretty handy guys once you see what this deck can do, like popping all the back rows for like when against Weevil burn, maybe an Odeon deck or Marek deck, like people that have like big back rows, especially in this kind of the meta game at the moment where like people really have like at least 2 to 3 cards in their back rows. So as you see, we started off with a really good starting hand because we got our Phoenix in hand, we got our Card of the Soul, we also got the Heavy Knight, Hand of the Nephthys, and then the Fire King Island. So we had a pretty good starting hand guys. As you see, he was playing Parasite Insect, so I was fine. I was kind of like just like handle him as it is, make sure to get rid of the back row as fast as we can so he doesn't start any kind of shenanigans on us and that kind of thing. There you see, we got another Fire King into the hand, Fire King Island into the hand, so I was kind of a bit nerfed. I kind of wanted a different kind of creature card or some kind of defensive back row, but it kind of worked out pretty well for us. Then I did just activate the effect of the Fire King Island to get the Fire King Avatar into the hand, and I would just summon it straight out to the field. Then also I thought we'd just tin the deck a bit by using Card of the Soul, get another one of the Sacred Phoenixes into the hand, just so we'd be able to try and get some of our traps. Then I decided we might as well attack right into his face down card to see what he wants to do, and end up being the DD Warrior. So both cards got a move and play, which is unfortunate, but it wasn't too bad for us. So as you see, we were in a pretty okay position. We had our Phoenix sent to the graveyard, and then we had another Phoenix in hand as well as the Fire King, another Fire Island. So we had like a really good kind of scenario at the moment. because we hadn't on the board, but we still had board presence, as it were, guys. And then he does summon out the Blowgagon. We take 1300, and we're like, I was kind of like, oh, it's fine because we're getting our Phoenix out this turn. As you can see, the Phoenix effect activates. It's sent out to the field. It pops everything on the field, guys, including our Fire King Island, which unfortunately does get rid of our Phoenix as well, but it comes back out next turn, guys, so it's not too bad. I decided to summon out our Heavy Knight and then to also activate Tribute of the Doom. Attacking directly, 1800. Happy days, guys, because nothing else our opponent could really do. We got rid of all its back row, we got popped his creature, so he was taking 1800 no matter what. Well, let's say he had a Spear Creep in hand, but unfortunately for us, he didn't have that. We got another Tribute of Doom in hand, and as you can see, our Sacred Phoenix is coming back out to the field again. And back row is popped again. So it was just unfortunate for this guy. We literally got the best kind of scenario. Like, it was going to the grave, it was come back out, going to the grave, come back out. We popped the Mana Broke, which I was super happy about. And then we attacked for game, and it was a quick, easy victory for us. But it just kind of shows off how good the Sacred Phoenix decks can be against the Weevil decks, against the Odeon decks, against the Marik type decks, the ones that have the big back rows.
I can't believe it.
I do kind of wish that I got like a Cyber Phoenix, or sorry, not Cyber Phoenix for me. Speak English, guys. A Cyber Angel deck just to show off against that, but I unfortunately wasn't playing any of them today, which I don't know if it's going out of fashion or just people just kind of sick and tired of it, but I didn't play any of them today. This is going to be one against Bandit Keaton, I believe. Where I just, no, it's just trying to get the same kind of result. Get the Phoenix out, pop the back row, and attack for game.
Please work. You shouldn't underestimate.
So you see, we didn't get too bad of a starting hand here either. We got the Fire King, we got our Hand of Neffens, we got our Sacred Phoenix, we got our Fire King Avatar, and we got our Tribute of Doom. So we got a really good starting hand. Like, all that could have made it better was if we got the Fire King Island to the hand. Sorry, I couldn't think of it right there. But as you can see, he's actually also playing a Fire King Sacred Phoenix deck. So it was actually really interesting duo, guys, because it was kind of like, you know, same deck. I didn't know if he has similar profile to us, but because he was playing the Goga here. But it was a similar type deck to us, so it was kind of like, you know, two juggernauts going up against each other. You know, we're clashing heads, similar cards, similar builds. It was really interesting, guys. It was really interesting. So I decided just to Tribute the Doom straight off the bat, get rid of it, his Goga. And then I summoned out the Fire King Avatar and just attack him with 1800. I might as well. I didn't fear any Spear Creep about that, because if he's playing a similar build deck to me, he probably didn't have a Spear Creep out in hand. But some of them do play Spear Creep, but most of them don't. And I decided to actually place out the enemy controller just so when he activates his effect, I can just flip it to the defense position and not get my Avatar destroyed this turn. The reason why I decided not to get my Avatar destroyed this turn was because I wanted that bit of extra time to kind of build up our back and kind of just mess around with him a bit more. It also helped that we could get over his 1600 with our Avatar, but then he got his Fire King Island, which was lucky for him. And then, as you see, he drew one of his Fire Kings into his hand.
This is it. I summon a monster in attack position.
He summons out. It was this one, what you call it, Fire King Bargon. It's a similar effect to what we have. Just thins out the deck for you. He does just crash with us, which was unfortunate, but it does allow us to put our Sacred Phoenix into the grave and get it out this turn, which I don't know if he realised that we could do that or what, but that ultimately, him crashing with us there actually won us to do it, as you can see here, guys, because we do get to summon out our Phoenix now. We pop his back and that's it. See, it was all kind of a good coincidence for us because he had the Fire King on now once we popped all the cards. So ultimately, it was just a misplay from him that won us the duel because, you know, if it wasn't for him crashing us there, we wouldn't have a Phoenix in the graveyard, and he could have possibly won that duel against us. But it was just very interesting to kind of see the two decks face off against each other. You know, similar builds, similar cards. We were just lucky that we actually won that duel. And then I believe we do have a third duel here for us. We'll have a look now. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's against another Weevil. As you see, like showcasing this against Weevil is good because kind of going up against Weevil decks with the large back rows, it just kind of shows how lethal this deck can be by getting rid of all those back rows and just kind of stepping over decks like Weevil and stuff like that.
Maybe this'll do the trick. You shouldn't.
As you see, we didn't get too bad of a starting hand here again. We got our Fire King Avatar, we got the Sacred Phoenix, we got the Card of Souls, we also got Tribute of the Doom, and then we got the Hand of Nephis as well.
It's my turn.
So we got the kind of standard starting hand that you really want to get with this deck. As I said, you can run restart with the deck as well, or maybe even balance just to kind of get what kind of card you want in your hand. But I would say probably the standby or restart would be the best cards to use. So then we did just kind of activate Card of the Soul, and we summoned out the Fire King Avatar just as our opening kind of moves. As I said, once you have the Card of the Soul in the hand, always activate it if you have a first turn, just to get the Phoenix into the hand no matter what. Even if you already had a Phoenix, just tin out the deck. That's what you want to do, guys. And then he's just playing Cup of Ace here. I believe we do win the first one, and we end up getting a few more cards into hand. The Heavy Knight and the Fire King. And then he wins the second one, which is alright. He plays Insect Whistle, so it sends out he sends his Parasite Insect to the top of our deck, which is unfortunate, so we'll have to automatically summon that next turn. As you can see, he is playing the Weevil kind of burn deck.
You haven't seen anything yet. I draw.
So there you go, you can see that his Parasite Insect gets summoned out. And here's something interesting, guys. I decided to summon the Hand of Nephis here because, as you can see, its ability is you can tribute this card and one other monster special summon the Sacred Phoenix Nephis from your hand or deck. So what I decided to do was to sacrifice the Parasite Insect thing that he gave us off, allow us to summon out our Phoenix, which is pretty good. Then activate the Tribute of the Doom. So it was literally just bad to worse for these duelists right here. And then we tacked in. Happy days. Won it, what was that, turn 2 win. We just got the perfect starting hand. He played right into us. And ultimately, his Parasite was the card that gave us the victory.
There's nothing.
And that's it, guys, for the duels for today. Doing more duels throughout the whole week. Try a few different kind of decks. Got a few interesting decks I'm trying to work on and try and make them work. But as I said, guys, if you like this video, make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!